In the fields of neuroscience and oncology, the challenges are tremendous and matched only by the extraordinary efforts to improve the lives of those impacted by these challenges. This is a unique chance to hear firsthand about the research driving breakthrough discoveries in some of the most difficult to treat disorders. In this episode, we're talking to physicians, patients, advocates, and a jazz leader about a lesser-known and distinct sleep disorder that can be very challenging for people: idiopathic hypersomnia. Before learning about jazz's innovative approach to the disorder, sleep specialist Dr. Richard Bogan defines what idiopathic hypersomnia is and how it's differentiated from other sleep disorders.
Idiopathic hypersomnia is a chronic neurologic disorder. It's characterized by excessive daytime sleepiness, and one of the notable things is these individuals tell us they have a hard time awakening in the morning. The challenges in making the diagnosis of idiopathic hypersomnia are really steep. Many of them are evaluated for fatigue. They're also evaluated for depression or attention deficit problems, or narcolepsy is another one, or executive function abnormalities, thinking, memory.
Hear those living with idiopathic hypersomnia share how it directly impacts their lives.
The single hardest thing about living with idiopathic hypersomnia is waking up each day. The other hardest thing is just living so tired. You go through the motions of life and you're able to function and you're able to do things, but to never feel awake is extremely difficult.
People living with idiopathic hypersomnia often turn to advocacy groups like the Hypersomnia Foundation for resources and to find a community. Diana Kimmel of the Hypersomnia Foundation shares how the organization provides support to patients.
At the Hypersomnia Foundation, we are committed to giving a voice to the significant unmet needs of those diagnosed with idiopathic hypersomnia. To help raise awareness for this debilitating and distinctive disorder, we partner with multiple stakeholders that are all vital in our efforts to increase understanding and improve the lives of our patient community.
Jazz, a longtime leader in sleep medicine, has taken a patient-centric approach to its research and development to develop next-generation therapies that address the needs of sleep disorders. Hear a Jazz leader share what led to the pursuit for idiopathic hypersomnia and the growing research and development capabilities.
We'd become aware of a really significant unmet medical need in patients with idiopathic hypersomnia through some of our connections with patients themselves, advocacy networks, and even health authorities. In particular, idiopathic hypersomnia was a disease that in part was under-recognized. We were also aware of some research showing the promise of new therapies in idiopathic hypersomnia. Anecdotal reports from physicians who talked to us about their experience, but also a published case series suggesting that new treatments could be effective. So given our commitment to patients with sleep disorders, Jazz wanted to really dig into the research, and that ultimately led to our studies in idiopathic hypersomnia.
Together, we will continue to pioneer pathways that transform lives and redefine possibilities for the communities we serve. Our commitment to innovation enables us to always look to address the needs of those living with difficult-to-treat disorders. We do so by placing patience and bold science at the heart of our approach.